Welcome back to another episode of Mental Mosaic with Kiki Garcia. So, at Mental Mosaic, we are always feeding our insides and our outsides, trying to make our life as great and fulfilling as possible. And there's nothing more fulfilling than a great backyard barbecue with your family and just enjoying yourselves. And I am super excited to have celebrity chef and cookbook author Jesus Diaz with us this morning. Good morning. How are you today?
Good morning, Kiki. Thank you for having me.
Well, your food looks absolutely amazing. Summertime is now officially here. It's all about the backyard barbecue. I know ever since, this weekend, really, I've been barbecuing pretty much every single day. What are some great tips that you could give us? I noticed you have the Mazola oil there. Am I supposed to be using that on the grill?
You should be using Masola corn oil, this is one of the main reasons why I partnered up with them. Heart healthy Masola corn oil has a much higher smoking point. It starts at 450 degrees, while some other oils start at 300, 320. And what that does is, once it reaches that smoking point, it's going to change the flavor of your food because it's basically the oil burning. So by having, much more temperature to play around with without changing the flavor is going to help a lot. So that is one of the reasons. The other reason is that in our Hispanic community, we're concerned about heart health and also the cholesterol levels. And it also helps big time by using corn oil like Masola. I made a couple of dishes here for you that I want to explain. I know you've been grilling a lot lately, so I think it's going to come handy to you. We made a chicken adobo that we made adding also rocoto pepper and cilantro. And we also made a few peppers. So we made chichito peppers and cachucha peppers. They go very well together. And we also made some steak tacos. For the steak, we only used salt and pepper, and we brushed some of that Masola corn oil that has a neutral flavor, so it's not going to change any profile of any of your ingredients. And it also adds some moisture before you put it on the grill. So you brush that steak or whatever the protein is. It helps a little bit too. We made tomatillo salsa that is made with this small green tomato. We put it on the grill with some onions and garlic also. And when we blend it, we add a little more of the Masola corn oil for better texture. And we also made some pickled onions for those tacos as well. So I hope you can try this too when you go back to your grill.
Oh my gosh, all of it sounds delicious and it looks absolutely beautiful. I love all the colors. I love the colors
Thanks.
of everything there. It's so funny. I'm kind of embarrassed to say I never thought of putting oil on my chicken before I put it on the grill because in my head I think, well, fire and oil and I don't know, it just doesn't sound right, but it makes sense and I bet it helps with the not sticking to the grill part as well.
That is one good point. But also, as long as you keep that grilled well divided, in matters of the heat temperatures, that's another tip that I'm going to give you. As long as you divide that in at least two, with the high temperature on one side and the low temperature on the other side, you should be fine. I mean, you want that high temperature area to give the first punch of heat and then move those proteins, either the chicken or the meat, whatever it is, move it to the low temperature side so that you make sure that it cooks thoroughly and without, any missing parts of the protein, and you'll be fine.
Now, here at Mental Mosaic, we are all about feeding our soul as well. What is it about coming together, whether with friends or with family, just coming together and sharing a meal? For you personally, how important is that?
It is very important. I mean, I have two girls, I have two daughters, and we, from the beginning, they're 4 and 6, and from the beginning we want to really make those moments special, to be together on the table. and not just, have everyone eating on their own time. Or I think it's a special moment when you combine food with family or friends. It's very fulfilling, and of course it makes a difference. It's time to share. It's a special moment to talk and share moments of the day. So it keeps you together. It brings you closer.
And I also feel like, and see if you agree with me on this, cooking and creating and being able to put out this beautiful feast, whether it's the dinner or the dessert or all of it, it's very therapeutic, don't you think?
Absolutely right too. And if you can start those reunions by cooking together. It doesn't have to be when everything is ready and done, and that you're going to invite your loved ones. You can invite them even earlier to help you cook and make that a nice moment. A perfect I said plan for a group of people that are going to be with you. I mean, if you start early, cook together, and then obviously go to the table and enjoy, I think it brings and it makes beautiful memories.
I think there's even a warm feeling when maybe you're preparing the meal and someone's just sitting there at the counter talking with you throughout. I think that's
Yeah,
like
just
so nice
company.
too.
Absolutely, company is always going to be very welcome when you cook. Sometimes we want to be on our own, and enjoy the whole process, or put some music and be by ourselves. But I think I also enjoy it more when we have some company.
Well, I love everything that you showed us today. Where can people go for more information?
Sure. You can visit masola.com for more tips and more recipes, and to find new inspiration for your grilling or cooking in general.